Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Thursday. So glad to have you here today. We got a great show lined up. A lot of stuff to cover today, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots going on in the area. But first, of course, flooding at the top of everybody's, list, wanting to know what's going on. So we're going to check that out first.
Well, the rivers are beginning to recede. If not, they're holding steady, like on the Waccamaw and Intracoastal. Don't expect those rivers to go below major flood stage until next weekend. Right now, Live Doppler 15,000 tracking the skies, and we can see plenty of cloud cover across, the western tier of the Carolinas right now. That western tier is going to continue over the next several days, and, it looks like our system froze up. Can we go to Max 2, Boston, real quick? Can we go to Max 2 because we don't have Max 1? All right, we're going to pull it up in just a second, but severe storms are possible later on this afternoon. Expect the potential for those severe storms to pop up across portions of the PD and the border belt, and then we could even see a few areas of severe storms along the Grand Strand later on today. Right now, Live Doppler 15,000 really scanning the skies across the region, and we're just not picking up a lot of rainfall. Expect that rainfall to begin somewhere around the 4 to 6 p.m. hour, and then those sunny skies will continue. High temperatures today will be in the 80s to low 90s, and then we'll talk about some cooler temperatures as we head into the weekend. Overall, those temperatures will be pretty nice, decently, honestly. Those temperatures will continue into the low 80s by this weekend, heading into next week. And then we'll begin to clear out those sunny skies on our Monday, Tuesday, and our Wednesday overall. So basically a pretty decent day. Just a few isolated severe storms. The main threats will be strong damaging winds, some isolated hail, and some pretty heavy rainfall as well as frequent lightning. That's the weather. Back to you.
Apple just released iOS 12. Check out key new features after our advertiser. Apple's new smartphone operating system is loaded with new features. Here are some highlights to help you have fun and to keep you productive. The Notification Center now groups related messages that you can expand or collapse. This keeps notifications organized and easier to view. You can also directly manage the settings. The new built-in app, Measure, uses augmented reality to get the dimensions of a nearby object. You can now have a group FaceTime with up to 32 people, host a meeting, or connect with family. Join the session by audio from your Apple Watch or HomePod. And create an augmented meme-emoji for sharing in messages. I'm Francie Black. To see more new features, visit techdingotoday.com.
Welcome back. You started.
Welcome back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome back. No, welcome back. Go. You got something
That's
going
right.
on.
We're going to talk about something coming up. Jammin' Leather is having a pre-rally poker run on Saturday, September 29th, to raise money for the local Red Cross. The event will run from 12 until 4 p.m. at Jammin' Leather, right down the bypass at 17 in Myrtle Beach. They'll be giving away free T-shirts and hot dogs to the first few to come in, and the run will make 3 stops. And then following that, there will be a charity auction to benefit the local Red Cross.
All right.
Good job, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely. The Loris Church of Christ has a semi-truck from various churches in the Nashville, Tennessee area loaded with 300 pre-packaged food boxes, personal hygiene supplies, cleaning supplies, shoes, clothes, blankets, fans, and a lot more. That truck will arrive Saturday, September 29th from 10 until 4. Anyone affected by Hurricane Florence and the flooding can come by to get what they need. That's right, Loris Church of Christ.
Good job.
Yeah,
all right.
really
Let's
awesome.
talk about the car show coming up on Saturday. All right, that's where we go and check out all these cool cars. It's going to be at how do you pronounce that?
Okay, so Ortho
SC.
Ortho SC, which used to be Carolina Orthopedics.
That's right. That's what it used to be. Right down on Merle's Inlet, located on the bypass 17. The show starts at 11 and runs until 2 p.m. Now, this is a free show, and it's open to all makes and model trucks and cars. 6 trophies will be handed out. Nice truck. And plus, there'll be food truck there for spectators and car people. Come check out the cool cars and trucks Saturday morning. I love them. Great stuff.
Pumping the jams, right?
That's it.
All right. Let's talk about today. Today is Thursday, September the 27th, and this is Crush a Can Day. Can you do that? Have you ever tried on your forehead?
I used to have friends that do that.
You never tried?
They were crazy. No, I didn't do it. And it's also Fun and Fancy Free Day.
All right.
All right, let's check about birthdays today. 1947. Meatloaf. There he is. He's 71 years old. His real name's Marvin Lee Aday. And a Grammy Award-winning author, sold over 40 million albums.
All right, 1970, Tamara Taylor, 48 years old, gained fame on TV's drama Bones, movies Diaries of a Mad Black Woman, and she dropped out of school to pursue modeling before acting. All right, 1972, Gwyneth Paltrow, 46 years old, movies A Perfect Murder, Shakespeare in Love, Iron Man, and Avengers, and before fame, she studied anthropology. Fantastic
How about
actress.
that? All right, 1964. The Beach Boys appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show for the first time, and they performed I Get Around.
All right, 1989, 2 men went over 160 high-foot Niagara Falls in a barrel. You guys probably remember that. Let's see, Jeffrey Petkovich and Peter
Dominard.
There we go, and they were the first to ever survive what is called Horseshoe Falls.
And I say they're nuts. All right, hey, let's go.
Do you want to
Know
try?
It All Department. Never going to try that. Here's some Know It All Department today where you learn something every day.
All right.
A lot of people love using different colored ink pens.
Okay.
But did you know it is considered rude to write in red ink in Portugal?
Really?
So if you go to Portugal, leave your red pen home because it's rude.
You know what's funny about that? A friend of mine just got back from Portugal and said that she wouldn't be surprised by that. She said the people were not very nice.
Oh.
So, interesting.
That's it from the Know It All Department today. A great show lined up. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back, everybody.
That's right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right. We're going to talk about Hyde Buick GMC in Myrtle Beach. They're always doing something involved. Freddie and Tom, they're always doing something great.
That's right.
And they just started it. We just started this the other day. We were on radio to kick this thing off, collecting food blankets, and a lot of other items.
Yeah.
For flood victims. Hey.
Yes.
This is unbelievable how much money they've already collected.
So I haven't heard at all. What I knew you guys were on the radio the other morning. I haven't really checked in about that. Tell me what's going on, Tom.
We partnered with WPDE and the Salvation Army and the Grand Strand Humane Society and Merle's Inlet Rotary, and to stuff Yukons.
Right.
And canned goods, blankets, dog food, cat food, litter. We have 2 Yukons stuffed to the top right now.
Wow.
And we're on our 3rd that's in the showroom, and we've started a GoFundMe page with Merle's Inlet Rotary.
Okay.
And we've raised almost $30,000, and we just started this yesterday.
In 2 days?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That just shows how people want to get involved. They want to help their neighbors. It really is.
Right, and I think that's part of it. You know, I've heard a lot of people, how can I help? What are the things I can do to help? And they just don't know. So when people put things on like this, it gives them the opportunity.
It does, and the one thing is that it's so heartwarming to watch this community come together. The sandbags in Saukesty and St. James, and then people bringing just canned goods and food and everything to the dealership to help these people. And whether it's $2.50, whether it's $5.
Doesn't matter.
No, like Freddie said yesterday, whether it's your change in your cup holder, it's something that these kids need and the families need.
And it comes out, I'll tell you, this is amazing, though. And I'm going to tell you, Freddie is always getting involved with something. I mean, look at there, look at all that food.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago, actually.
Yeah, it's full now.
And when I think you have such a presence in the community, it's only, you know, the right thing to do. That's why you guys do it, because you know you can make a difference.
Yeah, you know, you do the best you possibly can. And the Hyundai store in Myrtle Beach Hyundai also is collecting.
Awesome.
So, you know, we have 2 locations. We're going to be at the Seafood Festival next weekend, collecting there also.
Great. All right, so
Tom, we appreciate
they can just stop by, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, thank you for having us out here.
Absolutely.
Really, thank you so much.
Keep up the good work.
That's right.
Some thousand.
Yeah, is that crazy?
One day.
So visit that page for the Rotary, and then go by Hyatt Buick GMC or the Hyundai dealership.
That's right. Coming up, we're going to talk about the powwow that's coming up in November.
All right.
We've got some interesting things to show you.
Thank you, Cecil.
You got it.
I'll see you, buddy.
All right, bud. Take care.
Have a good one, man.
Thanks, man.
You want both? You want this other thing something here?
Yeah, maybe.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Look at all this neat stuff right here that we've got. The 26th annual Waccamaw Powwow is set for November the 3rd, and a really great event to come out to. You can learn so much about this culture.
That's right. I mean, when you talk about Native Americans, you know, this is something they started a long time ago. They made look at this, like this Tommy Hawk. You know, they made all of this doll. Tommy Hawk.
What's this, a jouster? He's going to tell us all about it.
I call it a Tommy Hawk.
Don't
What do you call it, Ronnie?
Don't let us tell him.
Tomahawk. There you go. I do it. All right, let's talk a little bit first about the powwow, and then we can talk about all of this.
Yeah.
It's always the first weekend in November. It's right behind Ainer High School on 591 Blue Water Road. We actually have a big brown highway sign out there
It's got
that
a
says where it's
sign that
at.
tells you where to go.
It's open to the public those days. Opens up, I think the gates open up at 11 normally. You can get there a little bit earlier. It's anywhere from $7 all the way down to $4 to get in, according to what ages you are.
Great.
And it's that Saturday and Sunday, and like I said, it's open to the public, and a lot of this cool stuff out there, things even buy that's handmade and handcrafted. And
Well, and I feel like it's really important because what you guys are doing is showing everyone and letting them learn a little bit about what you do, especially kids. Bring your kids out.
Exactly, because we all came from this. It doesn't matter what part of the planet you come from. We all came from this type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, pre-metal and iron and stuff. So it's kind of cool to learn this.
Yeah, all right, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about this first. Now, what in the world is this right here, Ron?
That's a gourd canteen. It's wood, so it's insulated and actually keeps water very, very cold, even in the very hottest part of the summer, but also you can keep it as a storage container to keep things dry.
Oh.
So your gourds are kind of like a natural made container.
Of course.
You can also cook in a gourd. You could cook in a turtle shell, just like this turtle shell
Turtle
here.
shell right here. Okay, look at this. You can cook in this. That's what they use
You
to cook
take a
in.
rock that's been in the fire, flop it in your little stew pot, whether it's made out of a piece of wood that
boil
you've
the water.
hollowed out,
Yeah.
a gourd bowl, or a turtle shell bowl. Cook your food that way.
Wow.
So a lot of neat ways to cook food and prepare your food even before we got a hold of steel pots and pans and knives.
Knife
Yeah.
made of bone. What is that?
That's just a big piece of a bone sharpened up to a good sharp edge. And
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Really, really
Now,
pretty.
this is what I think so pretty, the jewelry of this time period. And, you know, this is made of, what all is this made of?
we call that hair pipe. It's actually bone. And the cool thing about this jewelry is actually was a type of armor.
Okay.
You know, when you wore it
really?
around your neck
Yeah.
or those breastplates, it was actually a type of armor. But if you're going to wear something, why not make it look nice?
That's
That's
right.
right. That's very
That's
nice.
right. All right, let's talk about your Tommy Hawk. Just kidding. Your
What do you call it?
A tomahawk.
Okay.
I'm messing
Tommy
with you.
Hawk. That's a neat little thing. We got 30 seconds. Tell us real quick. Let's go over it once again.
Yeah, let's
Tell
talk
them when the
about powwow.
time and all that. When
The
it's coming
first
up.
weekend, I think it's the third and
Third and
fourth this
fourth,
year.
yep.
And like I said, if you want to get there at 9 or 10 o'clock, we won't kick you out.
That's right.
So, but it actually opens and there'll be functioning things going
Yeah.
on. But I'll have my teepee set up there and we do a lot of demonstrations,
Fires
this type
running,
of
all
stuff,
that.
the
All
fire
right.
Okay.
traps. And
Okay. Well, Ron, we appreciate you being here.
That's
Well,
right.
It's very
You're welcome.
interesting, I promise you.
Absolutely. You guys come on out to that. Bring the kids, and you'll learn a little something. We'll be back.
I got it. Yeah, I don't want you to come up. And welcome back. All right, 1 month from now, some Nashville opera stars are coming to the Center Theater in Hartsville.
That's right.
And this is a big event set on October 20th, and Jack Smith is here to talk about it.
He is always raising funds for a great cause, the American Cancer Society. Jack, tell us a little bit about the event, and then I know you want to talk some about the storm victims and people affected by Hurricane Florence.
Well, I have a lot of friends and everybody that had breast cancer and everything, so we're doing breast cancer research. All the proceeds will go to that. And so I went and decided to do some different, bring bring the opera stars in to Hartsville so people don't have to drive all the way to Nashville to see all this. You will see a show just like you were sitting in Opryland.
All right, now who's coming? Tell them who's coming.
T.G. Shepard is your main liner.
All right.
And Tim Atwood, Margie Singleton, George Hamilton V, Hawkshaw Hawkins Jr.
Hawkshaw Hawkins.
Look at that.
That's a lineup for you.
That's a lot of great stuff. Now, Jack, you're always getting involved in something. I mean, you continuously do this.
That's right, and we're going to do something special for the first responders that was coming in, and the flood victims. They get a special discount when they call in to the theater to order their tickets, and all seats are reserved. So if you order your tickets now, you reserve your spot, so you don't have to get in line and rush and everything to get there. So the earlier you call, because this show will be sold out.
Absolutely.
And if you want to come and see it, I would recommend you to order your tickets. Now on the 21st, which is Sunday, Tim Atwood will be at the Our Shepherd Lutheran Church in Hartsville doing a gospel show that morning from 10:30 on.
That's
So 2 chances to see him. Get your tickets and see him one day, and then go to church the next day.
You got that right.
All right, I love it. Coming up the 20th, what time does it start?
What time
it starts at 6 o'clock. The doors open at 5 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, we open up doors adjacent to it where they can buy CDs and T-shirts and caps and things like that.
T.J. Shepard. T.G. He's unbelievable. I like him. He's a great entertainer.
I'll tell you what, he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
And Tim Atwood, 3,800 times on the Grand Ole Opry.
That's amazing.
And you're going to get to see him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jack, thank you.
Good to see you again. It's always nice to have you with us.
And I appreciate being here. And thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
All right. We got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Walking you moment.
Oh, Lord.
Take care of yourself, son. You ain't no young kid like
And I just, about 4 months ago.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We love having authors on the show, especially people who have a story. And then they take that story of their own and make it into a story that you can read. Talking about cracked but not broken, Mr. Regina's with us right now.
Yeah, Regina's with us now, and she was very much you know, when crack came along, she was in it. Now she's been clean out.
23 years.
23 years. How about that?
Yeah, that's
All right,
fantastic.
first we're going to talk about your book. This was your first book.
Yes.
That came out and you came on and talked about it. Now this is your second book.
That is The
All right.
Potter's Touch.
All right, now what is that all about? Tell us.
The Potter's Touch kind of just continues from the cracks but not broken, and I just give you a view of where I went from being delivered from the crack addiction and where I am now.
Awesome. And talking about the potter, you're talking about God, right?
Yes, I am.
There you
And
go.
when you start reading the book, you would kind of think that I was a potter.
I love
But
it.
if you keep reading, you realize that God was the potter.
You're talking
And
about
he
his hands.
Yes, he was mending all of the cracks that I had in my life.
Very cool.
And he came back and he filled those cracks.
All right, now
very
you've got
cool.
a recovery hope support group.
It's
you put
called
together.
Hope Addiction and Recovery Support Group, because hope is my big word. Because I want to give people hope. And I was a little leery about even coming on this session because of the hurricane and all of that. I said, well, you know, maybe someone could still find some hope.
Absolutely.
You know, and so I just decided, I said, you know, I'm going to still go anyway. And the Hope Addiction and Recovery Support Group, we will meet twice a week at Mason Temple Church of God in Christ at 1501 7th Avenue. Because of the hurricane, we have not set a date yet
Yeah,
to
that's in Myrtle
actually
Beach you're
start.
talking
Yes,
about,
it's in Conway, South Carolina.
Conway, okay.
And how,
Yes.
now, and how can somebody get in touch with you if they are seeing this or they know somebody that might need help?
Yes, they can reach out to me at 843-321-5982, or they can go on my website at reginaduvalspeaks.com, and those are the ways that you can reach me.
Awesome.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well,
I want to know about the books, too. Where
we
can I buy
appreciate it.
these?
The books can be found at anywhere books are sold, and I also have some on myself.
Okay.
Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Amazon, anywhere. You can go. If they're not in stock, they will order it, and it takes a day or so for it to come back.
All right, the newest
You're doing
book is
awesome.
called?
The Potter's Touch.
The Potter's Touch, and it kind of goes along with
Yes.
that, but not
Thank you
broken.
so much, Virginia.
Thanks
We
for being with
appreciate
us,
it.
and
You're welcome.
thank you
Thank
for
you
making
for
a
having me.
difference. All right, stick around. We will be back. Oh, me or you?
Oh, welcome back, everybody.
Woo!
Carolina
We are
Company Live.
struggling today. How about that?
We've had a great time today. We thank you so much, and we're still, our thoughts and prayers are with those people that are still experiencing flood in their homes in the area, because it's going to get better.
It is, and
It
if if you're watching this, you know somebody that is watching this that needs help, contact us. Send us an email, call us at the station. We can point you in the right direction and get somebody out there to help you, whether it's food, clothing, or even shelter. We're here to
That's
help.
right. Thank you so much. Don't forget, tell one person about this show. They'll learn a lot about the area.
That's right,
'cause
and
we enjoy having people on the show to tell people
Absolutely.
about it.
And tomorrow, that show you've been waiting for, the special recipes. We've got them in studio. Don't miss it. I'm excited because guess what?
That's right.
There's
It's
food on the show.
Old family recipes. We got 4 people coming on. It's going to be great.
It is.
See you
Y'all have a
tomorrow,
great
everybody.
afternoon. We'll see you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.